Hey guys, welcome to this update video on 120 FPS mode on Fortnite for PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X. So a lot of people have sent me messages. Like I could go one through Twitter, that I got one on Twitter, and the other ones on the comments on my video that I did about this. So I had someone said, send me a message over on Twitter, which I could read right now. He told me, "Hey man, I have a Series X and a monitor that supports 144 hertz, but I cannot get the option to have 120 FPS. Any chances you could help me out? Tell me how you got it." So how I got it, like I'm gonna try and explain this, guys. So first of all, guys, if you guys make videos on YouTube and you record your videos with the Elgato capture card, you're not gonna get 120 FPS because that capture card doesn't have a pass-through. I think Elgato 60 Plus does, HD 60 Plus does. I bought a card and I returned it back to Best Buy because it just wasn't giving me through pass to play on the play with 120 FPS. Now I did find out a card that does this, and this is the Aver Media card, Live Gamer. It's called the Aver Media Live Gamer. So Ultra Live. It's called the Aver Media Live Gamer Ultra. It's like Elgato. This one does allow me to play my games on the resolution I like to play, which is 1440p, which is the reason. If I go here, guys, to my settings, is the reason that I'm able to play at 1440p with 120 hertz. Now the other thing, guys, like I said, you have to make sure your monitor supports 120 hertz, because if it doesn't support it, you're not gonna see this option to choose. And I think some of the problems that people are not getting this option is because of that. Now I seen some people don't see this, but if you guys go to here and you guys click on overrides and choose HDMI, and then just go back, and you're gonna have that refresh rate there to be able to change it, because sometimes some people monitors you have to change this from auto detect to HDMI so you could get the 120 hertz. So hopefully that helps out, guys. So now let's go over to Epic release today. We're gonna go ahead and open this board here, this blog. So day one of Fortnite Arise Next Gen on Xbox Series X/S and PS5. So like you guys know, 5.1 gave you 120 FPS. We all know that. To play Battle Royale or Creative, 120 FPS. To enter into Fortnite settings, toggle on 120 FPS mode. I already showed you how to do that. The max resolution for Xbox Series X and PS5 is lower from 4K to 1440p. So that's where I play. Now, if you have a Xbox Series S, you cannot play at 1440p for Fortnite. You can other games, but not for Fortnite, and you guys will see here on the post. In this mode, shadow settings, post-processing, streaming distance are slightly reduced, but volumetric clouds, physical ring lighting, and highly quality shaders remain enabled. So they actually lower shadows, which is something that people always wanted on console. So there it is. Fortnite players on the Xbox Series S can turn on 120 FPS mode at 1080p resolution, guys. That's the thing. You guys can only play at 1080p resolution if you guys are in the Xbox Series S. Just know that. That's why some people are telling me on my comments I don't have 1440p. Well, it's because Fortnite only is allowing you to play on 1080p resolution on the Xbox Series S. Now, guys, to get 1440p, your monitor has to support that resolution. If you have a monitor that's only 1080p, like I have my old gaming monitor that's now my computer got my monitor, that monitor is only 1080p. So I cannot put this monitor onto my old monitor from BenQ into my Xbox Series X and try and play 1440p because it's just not gonna allow it. So just know that, guys, your monitor also has to support that resolution you want to play in. So if you have let's say you have a PlayStation 5 or Xbox Series X, it supports 1440p, but if your monitor doesn't have that, you're gonna have to play on 1080p, which most streamers, most people that play this game, like Ninja, all those guys, they usually play 1080p. So it shouldn't be a problem for you guys to play in that mode. But your monitor does have to support 1080p, and it has to be a 120 hertz or higher. So Fortnite players from Series X can turn 120 modes at 1080p resolutions. If your 20 FPS mode is turned off, the maximum resolution has been boosted from 1080p to 12p. So 12,000p in all game modes. So basically, if you turn on the 120 FPS mode, you're gonna be playing on 1080p on the Series X. Just know that, guys. In 20 FPS modes on the Series X, shadow resolutions and other settings are reduced. Volumetric clouds are disabled. This is on the the clouds on the sky, you're not gonna see them when you're gliding down. The new clouds they added on the Series X, Series S, sorry, not the X. Please note that players must have a display supporting 120 Hz refresh rate enabled in 120 FPS mode. If you're playing a Xbox Series X, make sure 120 Hz is turned on in your console display settings. So this is the display settings that I'm gonna show you guys. So now, guys, if you guys see here, this is the display settings they're talking about. So you have to make sure, like, if your TV only has 1080p, choose 1080p. And then if you guys don't see this, like, choose the refresh rates, and your monitor supports that refresh rate. So if you don't see that, just go to video fidelity, overscan, and overreach, and select HDMI. Once you select HDMI and you go back, you're gonna see this box. If your monitor only supports 60 hertz, you're only gonna see 60 hertz under here, and you're not gonna see 120 hertz. So mine does. So this is why I'm able to play Fortnite in 120 FPS. It's enabled, guys, and I do play on this. My monitor does support the 1440p. That's why I play on 1440p. But I hope this video kind of help you out, guys, to kind of hopefully you guys get the idea what you have to have for your setup to be able to play in these modes. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.